Yes, today in the seventh class of electrochemistry, I have to tell you that this is the time of lockdown period in whole country, and in this situation there is a community which is a students community that can be much benefited in this period staying at home, because the government has given us the facility of electricity, internet, so you can be much benefited in comparison to the other part of the country. And I think that teachers of many schools are giving online education to the students of our country. So please don't ignore it. Be very sincere with your work and be progress in your life, because teachers are doing much labor in comparison to the situation of the class which was running in the school. Now today in this chapter there are some important terms for which concept is very important. First of all, electrolytic conduction. So what is this? When a voltage is applied to the electrodes dipped into an electrolytic solution, ions of the electrolyte move and therefore electric current flows through the electrolytic solution. The power of the electrolytes to conduct electric current is termed as conductance or conductivity. Like metallic conductors, electrolytic solutions also obey Ohm's law. So according to Ohm's law, that you know through the knowledge of your physics, current is proportional to potential difference. So V is equal to IR, or I will be equal to V by R, where I is the current in ampere and V is the potential difference applied across the conductor in volts. R is the proportionality constant and is known as resistance of the conductor, which is expressed in ohms and is represented as like this symbol. Explanation of some basic terms, because again a new term has come here, resistance. So let us start to understand what is resistance. Resistance. It measures the obstruction to the flow of current. The resistance of any conductor is directly proportional to the length, that is L, and inversely proportional to the area of cross section. So write here R here, R is left here, R, yes, inversely proportional to the area of cross section, that is A. So according to the definition, R will be proportional to 1 by A and R is proportional to L. Combining these two relations, naturally you will get R is will equal to the rho multiplied L by A, where L rho is the proportionality constant, which is called a specific resistance, that is resistivity. Now again there is another term here, resistivity. So understand this. The resistance depends upon the nature of the material. Now the definition of resistivity. We know that R will be equal to rho multiplied L by A. When this L will be 1, A will be 1, then automatically R will be equal to rho. So thus resistivity is the resistance. It is the special case of resistivity of a conductor of 1 centimeter length having area of its cross section equal to 1 cm square. Thus resistivity is the resistance between opposite faces of 1 centimeter cube of the conductor. So see it, what is resistivity? So resistivity is the special case of resistance when the length will be 1 and area will be 1 centimeter square. Hence, thus resistivity is the resistance between opposite faces of 1 centimeter cube of the conductor. Now units of resistivity will be equal to, so when you will equate the resistivity like this with the help of this equation, then automatically you will get such type of relation from which the unit will be ohm cm, because the ohm 1 ohm m will be equal to 100 ohm cm, because the SI unit of resistivity is also ohm meter. This is denoted like this. Now conductance. It is a measure of the ease with which the current flows through a conductor. It is expressed as G. It is reciprocal of the resistance. Since so conductance is the just reverse of resistance, and resistance is just reverse of conductance. So see here, so the conductance is equal, will be equal to the reciprocal of R, means 1 by R. Units, the units of conductance will be just reverse of the resistance, that is since ohm is also abbreviated as like this, so the units of conductance are reciprocal of ohm, that is ohm inverse or mho. Since ohm is also abbreviated as this, so ohm inverse may be written as inverse of such type of symbol. According to SI system, the units of electrical conductance are Siemens, that is S. So 1 S will be equal to 1 ohm inverse. So this is about the conductance, resistivity, resistance. Now there are some another terms which are very important. A specific conductance, that is conductivity, very important. So one was resistivity, that is a special case of resistance. Another is the special case of conductance, that is a specific conductance, that is conductivity. So conductivity is the conductance of 1 centimeter cube of a solution of an electrolyte Thus the reciprocal of a specific resistance is known as a specific conductance or conductivity. Remember, thus the reciprocal of a specific resistance is known as a specific conductance or conductivity. It is denoted as kappa. Hence, conductivity, reciprocal of resistivity. When you will convert this symbol, the relation of this resistivity, you will get such type of relation that will be equal to the conductance, because 1 by R is conductance, multiplied L by A. In case of electrolyte, L by A is also known as cell constant, which is denoted as G star. So kappa will be equal to what? Conductivity will be equal to what? Conductance multiplied cell constant. Units of conductivity. So when you will put here length, here area, R, the unit of R, the unit of area, the unit of length, automatically you will get such type of relation. Kappa will be equal to the 1 by ohm Cm, that is ohm inverse Cm inverse. You can write it in short like this unit. So in SI unit, L is expressed in meter, area is of cross section in m square, so that the units of conductivity are S meter inverse, that is, hence 1 S meter inverse will be equal to 10 to the power minus 2 SCM inverse. Molar conduction, very important. So there are, already I taught you about the conductivity, conductance. Now it is molar conductance, that is the another term, third term regarding the conductivity. Molar conductance. So molar conductivity, it is also known as molar conductivity or molar conductance. But molar conductivity is more pronounced here everywhere. It is defined as the conducting power of all the ions produced by dissolving 1 mole of an electrolyte in solution. It is denoted by lambda. Molar conductivity is related to a specific conductance, that is conductivity, like this. That is, molar conductivity will equal to the K multiplied 1000 by C, where C is concentration. So how does relation come? For this, I am giving you explanation here. Once again, I am reading about the molar conductance. It is defined as conductivity. It is defined as the conductivity power of all the ions produced by dissolving 1 mole of an electrolyte in solution. It is denoted by lambda. So molar conductivity is related to a specific conductance like this. So this is, we can say that this is a special case of conductance where the concentration of the solution should be in 1 gram mole of electrolyte. Means the conductance in 1 gram mole of electrolyte is known as molar conductivity. Try to understand this relation I am explaining here. Concept of relation between molar conductivity and kappa. Because here there is a relation between molar conductivity and kappa, that is conductivity. There is relation between molar conductivity and conductivity. So understand it this, how are they related? Concept of this relation. Let VCm cube of the solution containing 1 mole of electrolyte be placed between two large electrodes which are 1 cm apart. Let the measured conductance of the solution be X. As the solution contains 1 gram mole of electrolyte, by definition it is, according to the definition of the molar conductivity. So lambda will be equal to X, means molar conductivity will be equal to X. Now VCm cube of solution has conductance X. So 1 cm cube of solution has conductance X by V. Hence, by definition of kappa, means conductivity, K will be equal to X by V. That will again become equal to molar conductivity by V, because here the molar conductivity is equal to X. That's why X has replaced by molar conductivity. You will get such type of relation, and molar conductivity will be equal to conductivity multiplied by the volume of the solution. Now note, since K is expressed in SCM inverse, the V must be expressed in Cm cube. For a solution whose concentration is expressed in molarity, now this relation will come in another form. That's why I told here that for a solution whose concentration is expressed in molarity, then what will happen? Suppose volume of solution containing C gram mole of electrolyte will be equal to 1000 cm cube, that is 1 liter. Then volume of solution containing 1 gram mole electrolyte V will be equal to 1000 by C, that is 1000 by C cm cube. Now putting the value of this V in this equation, you will get here molar conductivity will be equal to K conductivity multiplied 1000 by C, because this V comes in the form of this. On the basis of considering these facts, so you have got the relation, such type of relation, that how this relation is made. I taught you this. Now unit you will be is based on this relation. When you will put the units of these things, automatically you will get the unit of molar conductivity as cm square mole inverse. Now SI unit of molar conductivity, if K is expressed in S meter inverse, then V must be expressed in meter cube. In this case, volume of solution containing 1 gram mole of electrolyte will be equal to this much, and it will come in the form of this. Hence, molar conductivity will be equal to K by 1000 C or molar conductivity K by 1000 M. Again, when you will put the units of these things, you will get the unit of molar conductivity in SI unit like this, S meter square mole inverse. Similarly, the equivalent conductivity can be related like this, where N is where lambda EQ equivalent conductivity and N is the normality. Now there is very important topic of this chapter, where from always question is asked, that is variation of conductivity and molar conductivity with concentration. Very important. So try to understand it. You must have concept of it, because students always become confused about it. So try to understand. I am giving you the idea of this, and try to understand it seriously. In general, the conductance of an electrolyte decreases with increase in concentration or increases with increase in dilution. So when concentration will increase, the conductance will decrease, and when concentration will decrease, the conductance will increase. So what is this? This is because conductance of electrolyte is due to the presence of ions in the solution. Due to the presence of ions, here will be ions. Due to presence of in, it is written, it is wrong, ions. Due to the presence of ions in the solution. Ions due to the presence of ions in the solution. Thus, greater the number of ions, the greater is the conductance, since on dilution more ions are produced in solution. So conductance also increases on dilution, because when a solution is diluted, more ions are produced, and conductance is the result of ions. More is the ions, number of ions, more will be the conductance. Since on dilution more ions are produced in solution, so conductance also increases on dilution. This is applicable for both weak and strong electrolyte. In case of weak electrolyte, ionization increases with dilution and hence conductance increases. In case of strong electrolytes, the interionic attractions decreases with dilution and therefore conductance increases. So in both case on dilution the conductance will increase. Thus dilution affects both conductivity and molar conductivity, because both conductivity and molar conductivity related to the conductance of ions. That's why thus dilution affects both conductivity and molar conductivity, but in different ways. So first let me discuss with you about the effect of dilution on conductivity first. Effect of dilution on conductivity. Effect of dilution on conductivity. Conductivity is the conductance of ions present in 1 centimeter cube, that is unit volume of an electrolyte solution at any given concentration of the electrolyte. Hence, upon diluting the solution, the concentration of ions per centimeter cube decreases and therefore the conductivity decreases. Means when you will dilute the solution, naturally the number of ions in unit volume will decrease and therefore the conductivity will decrease. Remember, very important. Before this I told you that on dilution the conductance increases. That is about the conductance. It is now about the conductivity. So according to the definition of conductivity, the ions present in 1 centimeter cube of the volume of the solution. That's why when you will dilute the solution, number of ions will decrease in 1 centimeter cube volume of the solution. That's why conductivity will decrease. Now the effect of dilution on or concentration on molar conductivity. But what happens with molar conductivity? See here, the product molar conductivity is the here. So here, yes, the product of conductivity and the volume of solution. So molar conductivity is what? That is, molar conductivity is the product of conductivity and the volume of solution containing 1 gram mole of electrolyte. Here I think that is word is left here. So write is. So molar conductivity is the product of conductivity and the volume of solution containing 1 gram mole of electrolyte. Hence, this will become equal to this. Molar conductivity is equal to K kappa multiplied by V upon dilution. The volume of this solution which contains 1 gram mole of electrolyte increases. Hence, molar conductivity increases with dilution according to this relation. When V will increase, naturally molar conductivity will increase. So now conclusion. What is conclusion? On this basis, conductivity of an electrolyte decreases with dilution, but the molar conductivity of an electrolyte increases with upon dilution. and molar conductivity values for a strong electrolyte is larger than those of weak electrolyte for the same concentration. So remember these things, very important. And so once again about the conductivity and the molar conductivity. So molar conductivity will increase on dilution and the conductivity will decrease on dilution. So this is about the concept of molar conductivity and conductivity. So this is very important thing, and you will write it in your notebook. I am suggest you to write here. Don't ignore it. Please mind it seriously.